Hey everybody, welcome back to another of our 25 Days of Christmas on Travel with Rick. Got my good friend Tony Casanova here. How's it going, Tony?
Doing well.
You ready for the holidays?
I am ready.
Yeah, we're getting ready around here. I bet you guys are ready too. We're bringing you lots of Disney resorts, theme parks, decorations, and great friends like Tony who knows so much more about Disney and holidays than I do. Tony runs a website called Disney by the Numbers, and you guys have seen him many times already on Travel with Rick. He brings us all the great stats and numbers from around Walt Disney World, don't you, Tony?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
got
great
some cool.
website.
It is a great website. Tell them a little bit about it.
It's all facts and stats about everything Walt Disney, and it doesn't mean Walt Disney World, Disneyland, the cruise ships, the company, the movies.
The cruise ships?
Cruise ships, got facts about cruise ships, yep.
I love the cruise ships. They're pretty awesome. And another great thing I love about Disney is this resort that we're at. If you guys haven't recognized it, this is Disney's Polynesian Resort. I will say, Tony, this is probably my wife Leslie's favorite resort of all.
To stay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, to visit. The first trip Leslie and I ever made married together to this trip to Walt Disney World, even before our kids were born. This is the place that we stayed. Yeah, so a lot of great fond memories, and we've stayed here a lot of times over the years, and so she absolutely loves this resort. I love it, you know, kind of goes with that whole Jimmy Buffett island tiki theme, you know. I just love it, man.
It is very laid back and just relax.
A lot of wood, a lot of palm trees, a lot of water. You can't go wrong with any of those things.
This resort does put you in the vacation mode.
I agree, and then you know, an island mode too. You know, when you name your buildings Bora Bora and, you know, exotic islands
Fiji,
all over Fiji, Tahiti and different places, you know, that just, I think that's pretty awesome. They do a good job for Christmas too, right?
They do a nice job for Christmas. It's very quiet and subtle Christmas.
Yeah.
It's not over the top.
Well, you know, we were talking about that too. When you have like a volcano and, you know, a waterfall and everything in the middle of your hotel and then out by your pool, I guess it's hard to fit a huge iconic Christmas tree in there, right?
Yeah, there's really no place to put a 35-foot Christmas tree like there is in the yacht, the beach, the boardwalk. It's too small. Actually, they have two smaller trees here. They have one up on the upper level by the monorail, and one downstairs on the lower level before you come outside.
Right, and then they have one tiny tree. We actually, I think we spotted the smallest Christmas tree in Walt Disney World.
Would that be the hidden Mickey tree?
I don't know. I don't know if there are Mickeys on it. The hidden tiki tree. I think it would go along with that. I think we're going to have to call in Steve Barrett and see if there's another hidden possibility here for this thing. You know, I don't know, but it was kind of cool. You know, it's kind of tucked off to the side when you first come into the resort. But you know, there are a lot of great decorations here. You know, lots of little wood things and shells and you know, those kind of ornaments in their tree was really cool. You know, and when you when you decorate the tiki gods up for Christmas, I feel that's just a good thing. You know, I think that's that's a good thing on any level. You know, and you know, I think I need some tiki gods at my house for Christmas. You know, tikis decorated are just cool. Tikis are cool, period. You know, and tiki masks and tiki statues are cool. So you know, I like those decorated. Christmas, pretty awesome. And you know, and you mentioned they do have a really nice tree downstairs, a really nice tree upstairs, you know, because you got two levels here. When you come into the resort, the main ceremonial house where you register and where the restaurants are, there's a single, you know, a lower level and then an upper level, which is the monorail deck and where the store, where some of the stores are, where the restaurants are, Ohana and Kona, and of course our favorite sushi bar and coffee bar is up there too. You know, so they do a great job on both of those trees. Coming into the resort, you know, you notice a lot of wreaths and garland, and you know, what do you? I don't know what you call them.
I call them the big
boughs.
garland.
Yeah, the things like that they drape. I don't know what those things are called. Garland. Or we're going to go with that. And unless you guys are really Christmas decoration experts and can tell us what those things are officially called, like the long wreaths, not the round wreaths, but the ones that they dangle over the arches and stuff.
The front desk and stuff.
Yeah, I really like those. So that's one of my favorite kinds of Christmas decorations. And Disney does those in miles, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they just do miles and miles of that. You'd be the guy that would know about that, but overall over property, they have thousands of miles.
Yeah,
maybe not thousands of miles, but
there's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
And that's coming from the Disney by the Numbers guy. That's an official Disney number right there. There's a lot. A lot. Blow it up. So
there is a backstage tour for the Christmas holiday services. Too.
Holiday services, right. Yeah. And that's pretty wild, that whole facility, what all it does. Do you know they actually do the Christmas decorations for the Vero Beach Resort?
And I think they also do a line from here as well.
No way! Now see, I thought it was cool that they did Vero Beach and the cruise lines. You know, so the cruise ships they decorate out of here, out of the Orlando facility. It's a big warehouse facility that they have. I had no idea they did a line and shipped that over there. That's
where else would they make them? There's not a facility like this
somewhere in Hawaii or somewhere in California.
No.
I mean, they don't do Disneyland out of here, do they?
No, they do not do Disneyland out of here.
Okay.
But I did, when I did take the tour last year, the building next to it is Event Services.
Yeah.
And Event Services does all the big decorations for if you're having a party, a Christmas, or a convention. But they do that for worldwide. So Hong Kong, Tokyo, Paris, Disneyland, wherever in the world you're having your event, it's done here and then shipped to that facility.
That's crazy.
That's what I said to the guy. I said, "Isn't it cheaper to make stuff in Japan and in country?" And and he said, "No." He says all of our Imagineers and facility to make all that is here.
Wow. That's incredible. Yeah, but that holiday services building is pretty cool. Maybe next year we might have to get that on a tour for you guys, because they actually have people who work there year round, and I guess of course they 30 people.
30 people.
There you go, Disney by the numbers.
55,000 square feet.
55,000 square feet facility where they're constantly making wreaths and tying bulbs onto trees and fixing and storing and caretaking all of these
cataloging and inventory
and buying, because when they find stuff that they need, they just buy a bunch of it and store it, right?
Yeah, they buy something. Actually, they have a planning, from what they told us on the tour, was a 3 to 5 year plan of when to buy things and what the decorations are going to look like.
Wow.
I think the average decoration lasts about 3 years on stage, what they call on stage, when used, and then it gets retired or replaced because it just doesn't look the show ready.
Right. So there's a good question of the day for you folks. Are you guys planning 3 to 5 years out for your Christmas decorations at home? I don't. I barely can plan for this year. I make my Target run like the day I put my my decorations up, and replace what I needed from last year that might have gone bad or burnt out, or just wanted to add stuff and go see what's on sale. So I make my Target run every year.
Or what Disney's made that year.
Right.
What new decorations they made.
Exactly what we found, because that's a great tip too, because there is so much Christmas merchandise here. So many cool things. You can of course get your 2012 iconic Christmas decoration, Christmas bulb from Disney, in multiple forms. But every year they come out with lots of cool, not only decoration merchandise, but also apparel merchandise, right? Yeah. So we've got a lot of cool stuff. So, but we digress from the Polynesian. We've got more stuff to tell you. There'll be more shows that we can talk about merchandise and clothing and decorations and stuff. But we're specifically talking about the Polynesian, and it's just an awesome resort. This is just one of the monorail resorts that we're bringing you. Obviously, in 25 days, it'd be hard to get around to all the resorts because we'd have to leave something else out, because there's so many resorts on property and we can't bring them all to you. But this is definitely, excuse me, this is definitely one that I wanted to bring in just because it's such a cool resort and the islands are so close to my heart. And like I said, tikis and volcanoes and water and islands are just, it's a big part of my life. I know it's probably a big part of a lot of you guys' life too. So, Tony, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me, Rick.
It was awesome to have you here. Guys, check out Tony on Twitter. Check out his website, DisneyByTheNumbers.com. You can spell that with an E or a 3, of course, naturally, as it should be. And of course, we'll have Andrew link it up below so you can find your way easily right there to it. Be awesome. Check him out. And make sure you check us out again for our 25 Days of Christmas special. If you miss one, don't worry. Just click right up there. We've got them all linked up for you. You can find out all of our Christmas by the Numbers, our 25 Days of Christmas with great guys like Tony from Disney by the Numbers. And we, of course, check out our Christmas by the Numbers show with Tony. That'll be up there soon as well. So, guys, have a great day. See you right back here tomorrow on another of our 25 Days of Christmas on Travel with Rick. So long.